أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back. For our next item on our today's agenda, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
Azubillahi Minasaitanir Rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I will call on Honorable Silla to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Auzubillahi Minasaitanir Rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم خير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Glory, glory, hallelujah to the Most High God for giving us another great opportunity to see the 9th month of the year. It is by His grace that we are alive. Glorious is your name. We commit the entire month into your hands. Journey along with us. Help us to make the right decisions and lead us in the paths of righteousness through Christ our Lord. We pray with praise and thanksgiving. Amen.
Please, can you please call in the witness?
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, make sure you speak into the mic. Speak into the mic so that everybody can hear you. Okay? You are welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. What is your religion?
Islam.
Can you speak into the mic so that everybody can hear you, please?
Islam.
Okay. In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Sorry?
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In English.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
I don't understand. the
I
affirmation.
mean, do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Secretary, can you please
Yes.
tell him to speak up louder
Yeah,
because
that's
we are
what
not
I
hearing.
keep telling him.
Okay.
See the way I'm holding the mic? When I speak, everybody hears me. So make sure when you speak, everybody hears you too. Can you hold the mic close to your mouth, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
By the Holy Quran.
Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran by your right hand side and then repeat after me. I, S.K Fofana,
Not CD, it's Ebrima.
Ebrima S.K Fofana,
Ebrima S.K Fofana.
do swear that
Do swear that
I'll speak the truth.
we shall speak the truth.
I shall speak the truth,
I shall speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. Sit down.
Good morning, Mr. Fofana.
Morning, Ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council, can we please proceed?
Good morning, everyone present. Can you please state your name,
My name is Ebrima S.K Fofana.
your address?
Talending.
Mr. Fofana, you work for the Canopy Municipal Council,
Yes.
and what is the period of your service?
From 2005 to 2020.
To 2020, you are no longer,
Yeah, no, I'm no longer here.
did you resign
No, it was a retirement by the council.
by the council?
Yeah.
Now, what is your educational background?
I got my O-level from St. Augustine's High School, and then from there, I worked shortly for Nusa High School from 1990 to 1993, then proceeded to Basse also, where I worked for Nasir Ahmadiyya High School by then. Then for a period of almost 10 years, then from there, I came back down to the Combo and went to MDI, where I did my AAT to the level of intermediate, and then vacancies emerged from K.M.C, and then they advertised these vacancies. I was also one of the applicants to those vacancies. So I was fortunately employed at K.M.C in December 2005.
Now, do you have your appointment letter currently with you,
I hope so, yes.
and your confirmation letter?
Yes.
Can we please see it? we apply to tender an offer of appointment letter to the witness Ebrima S.K Fofana, dated 2nd December 2005. So Fofana, you were confirmed in 2011?
Yes.
And a confirmation of appointment of the witness, Mr. Ebrima Fofana, 21st of March 2011. We have a letter dated 21st of March 2006 with the heading Redeployment to Finance Department as Finance Manager 1. And the last is 23rd of October 2013, redeployment of Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana into evidence as an exhibit. Very nice.
The following documents presented by the witness are admitted as follows. A letter dated the 23rd of October 2013 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana, Director of Finance. The letter is from Kanifing Municipal Council with the caption Redeployment. The letter is signed by Pa Khalifa Sanyang, Acting Chief Executive Officer, and is copied to the Lord Mayor, K.M.C., the Director of Finance, IT Manager, Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Chairman, Local Government Service Commission. A letter dated the 21st of March 2011 with reference KMC/FIN/055/234 from the Kanifing Municipal Council and is addressed to Mr. Ebrima Fofana, Director of Finance, KMC, with the caption Confirmation in Appointment. The letter is signed by Dua Ojata for Chief Executive Officer of KMC, and the letter is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Director of Audit, Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee. A letter dated the 21st of March 2006 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana, Assistant Manager, Car Park, with the caption Redeployment Department. Let me take this exhibit again. A letter dated the 21st of March 2006 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana from Kanifing Municipal Council, who is Assistant Manager, Car Park, with the caption Redeployment to Finance Department as Finance Manager 1. The letter is signed by Ibrahima D. Jobate, Chief Executive Officer, and is copied to the Acting Mayor K.M.C, Director of Finance, IT Manager, Manager Car Park. A letter dated the 2nd of December 2005 with reference KMC/ADM/055, which is a letter from the Kanifing Municipal Council and is addressed to Ebrima S.K Fofana, care of Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission, Talinding, with the caption offer of appointment, and the letter is signed by Richard Jase for Chief Executive Officer and is copied to the Lord Mayor K.M.C, Acting Director of Finance and IT Unit. These documents are admitted together as an exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/ESKF/KMC/001.
As the Commission places. Now, do you recall giving a statement?
Yes.
We will show you a copy of your statement.
Okay. Yes.
The witness statement of Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana, dated the 11th of July 2024, is hereby admitted in evidence and as an exhibit and marked as LGC/ESKF/KMC/002.
As the Commission places. Now, Madam Chair, I think we have to take that again. The witness should identify the statement and then confirm that it is his statement.
Can you please hand this
yes.
over to the witness?
Please go through the statement. Is that your statement that was obtained from you by investigators?
Yes.
And Mr. Fofana,
Yes.
we will need you to speak into the microphone, increase your voice. Can you do that?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Now we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Ebrima S.K Fofana, dated 11th of July 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement of Mr. Ebrima S.K Fofana, dated the 11th of July 2024, is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and marked as LGC/ESKF/KMC/002.
As the Commission places, we are grateful, Madam Chairperson. Now, as the Director or former Director of Internal Audit, you said you have served in this position from which year?
From October, November 2013 to end of 2020.
2013.
Yes.
What was your highest qualification when you were appointed Director of Internal Audit?
AAT Intermediate.
ACCA?
AAT Intermediate.
AAT?
Yes.
Now, how were you appointed as a Director of Internal Audit? Do you recall?
It was a redeployment.
Redeployment?
Yes.
Right. Now, in your office in 2018, moving forward, can you tell us the structure of your office? The staff that work directly under you, that you supervise?
Yeah, I had 4 staff under me in the unit at the time.
Yes.
Basiru Njai, Hadi Juve Sow is a lady, she's the assistant manager, and then Basiru Njai, senior audit clerk, and then you have two other audit clerks, one Binta Baro and the other Fatu Sonko.
So in 2020, you retired.
Yes.
Did you retire voluntarily?
No, it was a retirement by the council.
Can you please tell us what led to your retirement?
Yeah, what led to the retirement was that there was a day, there was a day that I received a letter from the Ministry of Local Government, from the office of the, how to call it, Permanent Secretary?
Yes.
And then, informing me that a letter was written to them by the mayor, by then.
By the mayor?
Yes. That the Director of Audit, since we took over the office of this council, has never submitted any apt report to us. So this is, against the law. So we would want to you to transfer him to any other place where his services can be needed. And then they also recommended somebody else whom they want to bring in to take the audit, to take charge of the audit.
And who is that?
I think that is Sirip Njai.
Sirip Njai
was the one recommended in the letter here.
You mean council to the mayor said they want to bring in someone?
Yeah.
To replace you?
Yeah, Sirip Njai was named, I remember.
And that's Sirip Njai. Who is Sirip Njai?
Sirip Njai, by then, was working at the finance department.
As?
As, I'm not sure, either deputy director or acting director of finance.
Why do you think they will want Sirip Njai to be the director of audit?
Well, I may not be able to know that. All I know that is the Sirip Njai was there at one time. He was there at one time at the audit.
At the audit department?
Yes.
Now, where is that letter that the ministry wrote to you?
Let me check.
Do you have it with you?
Let me check here.
This is an invitation for a hearing to appear before the Local Government Service Commission, correct?
Yes.
We applied to tender the document submitted by the witness with the heading Invitation by the Local Government Service Commission, the date 22nd of September 2020, addressed to the witness, the Director of Internal Audit in 2020, signed by Omar C. for the Permanent Secretary. Lord Mayor is copied, as CEO of K.M.C. is copied.
A letter dated the 22nd of September 2020. The letter emanated from the Ministry for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs with reference LM 35/131/01 in brackets 12, addressed to the Director, Internal Audit, Kanifing Municipal Council, with the caption Invitation by the Local Government Service Commission. The letter is signed by Omar C. for Permanent Secretary and copied to the Lord Mayor K.M.C., CEO K.M.C., and filed. This letter is admitted as an exhibit in evidence and it is marked LGC/ESKF/KMC/003.
Ask the Commission, please. May I please have Exhibit 003? Now, were you given or did you see a copy of the letter sent by the Lord Mayor to the Local Government Service Commission regarding your issue?
Yes, the time the ministry wrote to me, that's the time I saw the copy. They attached a copy to the, along with the letter which came from the ministry.
Do you have the copy?
Yes, I have a copy.
Can I please see the copy?
It's here.
We apply to tender a letter addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Lands, Regional Administration and Regional Affairs, Quadrangle, Banjul, 12th of March 2020. The heading is a request for recruitment of a Director of Internal Audit, signed by the Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda. The CEO is copied. The Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee are copied accordingly.
A letter dated the 12th of March 2020. The letter emanates from Kanifing Municipal Council with reference KMC/ADM/041/2020. The letter is addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Regional Administration and Religious Affairs, with the caption, Request for Recruitment of a Director of Internal Audit. The letter is signed by Talib Ahmed Bensouda, His Worship Lord Mayor, and is copied to CEO, Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee, and filed. This letter is admitted as an exhibit in evidence, and it is marked as LGC/ESKF/KMC/004.
As the Commission places, may we respectfully request for Exhibit 004. Now, Mr. Fofana, I will read you the letter that is written to you by the local government service, by the Ministry of Lands, Regional Government. It says, I am directed to write and convey the decision of the Local Government Service Commission on the above mentioned subject matter. By this missive, the Local Government Service Commission hereby invites you for hearing regarding submissions made against you by council for non-performance. The said hearing is stated for 26th of September 2020 by 12 noon at the Ministry's conference room. Did you attend?
Yes, I went there.
Was there a hearing?
Yes, we had a discussion.
Now, the letter addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Lands, Regional Administration and Religious Affairs reads, heading, request for recruitment of a Director of Internal Audit. May I bring to your notice that since we assumed office, my council is yet to receive any apt quarterly report from the Audit Department. Section 26, sub 2 of the Finance and Audit Act stipulates that the head of the Internal Audit Department, who shall be answerable to the council, shall provide quarterly audit reports and forward a copy to the Local Government Accounts Committee, the Auditor General and the Minister. I am disappointed to mention that the current Internal Auditor failed in his responsibilities to abide by the dictates of the law. In addition, he has also admitted that he does not have what it takes to do the job. Please refer to his testimony captured in our General Council meeting of December 30th, 2019, in which he stated in clear terms that he lacks the capacity and competence to effectively run the department. In light of the above, I hereby forward the recommendation of the Establishment and Appointment Committee to the Ministry for action. By a copy of this missive, I hereby recommend the Deputy Director of Finance, Sheriff Njai, who has once served in that capacity, to be redeployed as a new internal auditor and the current holder transferred to where his service will be needed most. Now, you have read this letter before.
Sorry?
You have read this letter before.
Yes.
Written by the mayor to the permanent secretary.
Yes.
Is it not true that you had said that you were not competent enough to man this position?
Can you come again? Sorry.
Is it not true that you had said in council deliberations that you are not competent enough to hold this office?
Well, if you will ask me if I had said that I'm not competent enough,
yes,
I would say that that is not what my words mean, but that is what my words has taken to mean, because I was asked that way. I was asked if I need capacity, or do you have capacity? Because I was with the understanding that if they need to build my capacity, if they ask me that if there is capacity gap, if I say yes, then they will build my capacity. That's my understanding. But when they ask me so, that do you need capacity, I said yes. So you don't have capacity to actually, be able to do this the way it's supposed to be done. When I said yes, so they captured it that way, that he says he's not, not competent to do it.
So as far as you're concerned, what you meant was the capacity could have been enhanced.
Exactly.
But now that you are here, were you qualified enough to hold that office?
I have been in the work, but according to the Local Government Service Commission,
yes,
what they told me is that you need to have a master's degree to remain in that position.
Yes.
This is what they told me, meaning, I don't have that.
But who employed you?
Who employed me?
Yes, in that position.
It was the council by way of redeployment.
Council in 2013.
2013, yes.
13. Now, but according to Local Government Service Commission, based on the requirements, you do not meet those requirements.
Yes, that's what they said.
So, be it as it may, even if they misconstrued your words, you were still not really qualified going by what the Local Government Service Commission tells you.
Yeah, that's what they've told.
Correct?
Yes.
Do you know what the qualification of Sheriff was at the time?
Sheriff, you mean? Sheriff Njai?
Yes, they recommended Sheriff Njai.
Sirinja at the time, I think ACC Foundation or something like that.
He was more qualified than you?
Well, I didn't do ACCA.
I mean, just say yes if that's the
Yes,
that's the
yes,
truth.
yes. Let me
We
say
move
yes.
on.
Yes.
All right. Now, were you redeployed or you end up resigning? Or what happened after this? Because the letter asks that you be redeployed.
No, I was not redeployed, actually. I was retired by the council.
The council chose to retire you?
Yes.
How was that done?
They wrote a letter to me informing me that, if I could understand, that was with the guidance and approval of the Local Government Service Commission.
Yes. Do you have that letter?
No, the letter that was written from the Local Government Service Commission to the council about the retirement, I don't have a copy of that one.
But how about the letter that was written to you by council regarding your retirement?
That one is possible. I may have it if I go back to search for it. I'm not sure if I have a copy
Yes,
of that.
we will give you a pen and a paper. You write it down. We want to see the letter as well. Now, the queries were, as written by the Lord Mayor, is that you were not providing quarterly reports, internal audit reports to council. Was that true?
Yeah, quarterly reports were not actually been coming.
Why is that?
I feel that I was not able to do that, actually.
Why?
Although there were other kinds of reports that were prepared, but those ones are not the quarterly reports.
So why were you not in a position to do that?
Well, I think again it relates to the how to call it. It calls for capacity enhancement anyway.
Capacity and?
Capacity enhancement to do that.
Enhancement.
Yeah.
So again, it is right that you were not providing quarterly reports.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other issue is, were you providing any report to council?
I will not say council, because if you say council, it means it has gone to the general council level. But reports being prepared, addressed to the CEO, CEO prior to going to general council, and those reports stop at the level of the CEO, that is the administration. Those kinds of some of those kinds of reports were done.
Were done.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know that you were answerable to council in the sense that even though you were independent as internal auditor, you were supposed to provide these reports to council as well. It's very important. In fact, that's what the law says.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah, that is. Yes.
So why were you not copying council when you write these reports?
Well, when the council started to intensify the debate for this.
When they started to what?
When they start to talk about this quarterly report.
Yes.
At the time.
Yes.
I cannot recall the exact date, but a particular report was taken to their level, but that report was never treated, was never adopted by the council, because what happened was that it was realized by the council that administration or the office of the CEO did not agree to it, meaning that they felt they have not first taken the report to review it at their level and adopt it before it goes to general council. So they send the report back to the administration for review by the administration first.
When you say review, what do you mean? I mean, how do you even prepare these reports in the first place? Is it not that you prepare the report and then send it to whosoever is adversely mentioned and then they react to the report? You give them timelines. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, copy was sent to the office of the CEO.
Did they respond to the queries?
They never respond, actually.
So what review are we talking about here? What review are we talking about here? You have sent the reports to
Yes.
to the CEO, correct?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
And they did not respond.
Yes.
How many days did you give them to respond?
I will not remember the number of days, actually.
Do you have these reports?
Unless I get back, because now I'm not at the office, but I can get back and try to see if I can access the reports at the office level.
Please speak to the microphone. Use the microphone so that you'll be heard clearly. You understand?
Yeah.
How many reports have you prepared from 2018 to 2020?
I don't think it's more than 2.
Come again?
I don't think it's more than 2. The ones that are meant to, go to.
I'm not talking about quarterly reports, any kind of report.
Okay, any kind of report. That one, I would not be able to recall the number, actually, unless I check.
Please, write it down as well. We need all the reports that you have prepared from 2018 to 2020. Yes, so now back to your role as an internal auditor between 2018 to 2020. What was your experience with the finance department? Were they making sure all vouchers were audited before payment is done?
Yeah, they send vouchers to the internal audit.
Were they making sure all payment vouchers were audited?
Yeah, all payment vouchers are sent to the internal audit.
For it to be audited. And what do you look into?
We look into the procurement documentation.
Yes.
The necessary supporting documents, the approvals by the CEO,
So what was the structure on the ground regarding approval of expenditure when you were there in 2018 and 2020? Who approves expenditure? What was the threshold?
It's the CEO who approves the expenditure. And
all expenditures?
Yes, all expenditures, yes.
Are there any ceiling, or is there any ceiling or cap that the CEO has to approve? And if it goes beyond a certain amount or figure, it has to be approved either by the mayor or the council?
Yes, the CEO will normally approve all payments that are below 500,000.
Yes.
But above 500,000, that one, will go to the contracts committee.
Contracts committee?
Yes.
I am not talking about contracts.
Okay.
Or procurement. I'm talking about payments. When payment vouchers are raised, and you ask the director of the audit, you realize that the amount is above $500,000. What do you look into?
Such cases, don't normally arise where the payment is above 500,000.
They don't?
Such payments, as far as my memory can serve me, payments above 500,000, which are payments, expenses, and they are above 500,000. So I don't recall such payments at the level of the CEO.
Mr. Fofana, I don't understand what you are saying one bit. My question is very, very simple. If you don't understand, just ask me to ask again what my question. But apparently, what you are saying, I don't understand. You were the director of internal audit. You should know the structure in council, especially when you come to expenses and finances. Correct?
Yes.
The law says that the CEO should approve payment up to a certain amount, and then the mayor or chairperson, as the case may be, will approve payment up to a given amount, and then as well council up to a given amount. So if you are the director of internal audit, you should really check whether a certain payment has followed due process. I'm now asking you, if a payment is above $500,000, what do you look into? Who must authorize such payments before you, as the internal auditor, will approve or authenticate or sign showing that you have reviewed that payment?
Yeah, in that case, the approval of the council, this procurement, the approval by the GPPA, the documentation GPPA showing the approval of the GPPA is always looked for.
Mr. Fofana.
Yes.
Maybe I believe you are not understanding the question. The question is, who approves? Who directs the approval for a transaction that is more than 500,000? I believe you said you had a certificate, intermediate certificate in ACCA, right? Correct?
AAT.
So is it AAT?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me. So you would understand the fact that you said there is approval ceiling for the CEO, 500 and below. So when these transactions are 500 above, who gives the okay for those transactions to be proceeded upon?
Yeah, that's the council.
It's the council.
Yes.
Council, you may proceed.
Now, how does council convey its approval?
Council will direct the CEO. They will direct
Will it be
the
in
CEO.
writing?
Yeah, in writing.
And if you are to also append your signature in a particular payment voucher that's above $500,000, would council's directive or approval be indicated in the payment voucher?
No, council, because council directives on the payment voucher. Yes, where the document is necessary to be attached to the voucher, it is there. Sometimes in cases where council makes approval of something, let's say through the minutes of council, that whole bunch of minutes is not attached usually to the voucher.
Now, were you conducting audit with respect to the projects of council each year?
Can it be clear? Sorry.
The council will engage in projects every year. Correct? Every year. Do you follow? Every year there will be projects that council will engage in.
Yes.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes.
Contracts awarded, projects, of example, the Mbalit project, for example. Are you following?
Yes, I'm here.
Now, do you audit these projects?
If you say, or do you audit these projects?
I mean, the finances involved in these projects.
Sorry, Mr. Fofana, we did not get your response.
Yes.
Yes, what is your answer to the question?
We do.
You do?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So for 2018, all the way to 2020, you have list of projects you have audited?
I will not be able to recall that offhand.
We need your answer clear.
Yeah,
so you have it or you don't have it, and we move on.
Yeah, I will not. No, unless I check.
Please do that. Write that down. come back with the information.
Mr. Fofana,
Yes.
you have just been taken through the documents that emanated from the mayor's office and from the Ministry of Lands. And you have told this commission that you have capacity problem. So are you saying that is what you are saying was wrong earlier on? Because if you said you did not have capacity, then how were you conducting these reports?
Yeah, what I mean,
we don't want you to waste the commission's time, because he asked you a direct question to say whether you were conducting, whether you had reports, audit reports. You said you couldn't recall, that you had only 2, but they were not, you sent one to the council, it was not accepted because it did not pass through the proper channel for it to get to the council. Is that not what you told the commission?
Yes.
So now, my question now is, were you producing quarterly internal reports?
Yeah,
Because if you were producing quarterly internal reports, it will capture all of the activities of council for the quarter. Were you producing these reports?
Yeah, I've answered that. I said no. Yes, yes. What I actually...
And now, just a minute. Okay. If you were not producing quarterly reports, how would you then produce reports for the projects?
No, I'm not saying that we produce reports for the projects.
So now the question is, is it correct to say that you did not generate any report on any of the projects from 2018 to 2020?
Yes. Only
you did not produce any report?
Reports were not produced, yes.
Pardon?
Reports were not produced.
Reports were not produced for projects from 2018 to 2020?
Yes.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
You know Joanna Hill?
Sorry?
You know Joanna Hill? Joanna Hill.
Joanna Hall, huh?
Joanna Hall, yes. I beg your pardon. There were payments made. In your statement, the second page, let me read the third page. It says, on the issue of double payment in respect of Mrs. Joanna Hall's liability with Gamcel Company, amounting to 154,000 to Gamcel. The voucher came to my office bearing the signature and approval from the then acting CEO, Jaya Cham, to make the payment. I signed and released the said voucher to Finance Department for payment. I now realize that one of my assistants, Basirun Jai, had also signed for the same payment request on a similar voucher, being a check of $154,000 to Gamcel, thereby duplicating it. What can you tell us about this particular payment?
Yeah, this payment was duplicated, unbeknown to myself and my assistant. Because if the payment came first time, it was signed, and then it comes the second time in the absence of the other one. So that's what led to the duplication of the payment.
In fact,
so,
go ahead, proceed.
Yes, I wasn't aware when Basiru also received this same payment voucher, and he signed it. So it became duplicated that way.
So what is the story even with Joanna Hall? Why was payment made to Gamcel in relation to Joanna Hall?
Because Joanna Hall was working with Gamcel.
Yes.
So the council ended up employing Joanna Hall. So the time when she was coming from Gamcel to K.M.C, she was having a liability with Gamcel. She was owing Gamcel that much amount.
How was he owing Gamcel that amount? Do you know?
154,000. Yes.
How did she owe them an amount?
I'm I'm not sure how she owes them the amount, but that's what she, according to what we understand.
Yes.
Yes.
And then?
And then she had an arrangement with the council that the council takes up the payment of that balance of liability to be paid to GAMCEL.
Now, was that in writing? Do you know?
Yes, the writing. It was in writing. I think admin should have a copy of that writing.
Well, you should ask the director of audit. You should really have, if it's a contract or any offer of appointment to her, Joanna Hall, you would have seen the document which authorizes that payment should be done to GAMCEL, made to GAMCEL.
No document. A copy of the document was attached to the voucher.
What document is that?
Document saying that Joanna Hall owes GAMCEL 154,000.
Yes.
And then the council agrees to pay that to GAMCEL.
To GAMCEL?
Yes, once they have employed Joanna.
Now, what kind of document did you see regarding that?
I may not recall exactly, but I know that this is documented and is attached to the voucher.
All right. How about the issue regarding the third page? You said on the issue of payment voucher number PV20, that's 0951, with an amount of $100,000 and $190,000 respectively, being payment made to Cooley and Sons for the rehabilitation of backwater dump site access road. I was aware of these transactions and the works have taken place and fully executed. The said payments were part of a total sum of $390,000, $390, made to the said contract to Cooley and Sons. Now, was there a contract entered into between council and Cooley and Sons?
Cooley and Sons. This is within the threshold of the CEO. Those vouchers.
Was there a contract between the two parties? A
So
payment is brought to you. A voucher is raised. Was there a contract? What do you look into? Or do you just look into the fact that the CEO has signed, finance director signed, and therefore you just sign as well as the entire director of the audit?
No. They go through the procurement procedures. The procurement documentation is
yes.
done
Was there a
this.
contract?
Because the amount is below the threshold.
I didn't ask you that.
Yes.
I'm asking where there was a contract between Cooley and Sons and council.
Separate agreement, you mean written down, signed by them?
What do you understand by a contract? See, when they say you don't have capacity, and well, you've already accepted you don't have capacity. So I don't need to even go into that. But I'm just saying, was there a contract, written contract between K.M.C. and the contractor?
Well, I will be able to answer that. But the voucher, I know that the necessary documentation on the voucher, which the procurement has to do, that one was there. But that
and what are these necessary documentations?
Yeah, the request for quotations and the other forms that are supposed to be attached and signed by the people who are...
Note this down. We need you to provide us with the details regarding this particular payment.
Sorry?
The payment that we're talking about currently, made to Cooley and Sons.
Can I get you clearly, sorry?
The payment made to Cooley and Sons, the amount would have been $390. The first payment was $100,000, the second $190,000. These are part payment to the total amount of $390,000. So we need you to provide us with the necessary details regarding why you authorized this payment.
Okay.
Your last page, the issue of the bulldozers arose, D8 and D9. Do you recall this?
Yes.
What can you tell us about the maintenance of D8 and D9?
Yes. The D8 and D9, they had problems, and then we received the necessary requests from the services through the procurement that they need to be.
What were the problems of, that these bulldozers had at the time?
I know that they had problems, but
what kind of problems?
The letter, I think the letter attached by the mechanical unit explains that. I think I will not be able to recall exactly the nature of the problems.
Did you read the letter?
Yes, it was attached.
The director of services testified and said that he was only given verbal information regarding the situation of the D8 and D9, these two bulldozers, and that he wrote a letter as the director of services to have D8 and D9 be serviced. So if you're now talking about the letter, then you want to see that letter from the mechanic.
Yes, I guess this letter should have been attached